it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun tutorial. I'm going to show you how to make this Darth Vader shirt from start to finish in Cricut Design Space. Now, the Darth Vader file is a file from Cricut Design Space. It is part of their Access program. You can pay for it yourself. It is either $1.99 for the Darth Vader head individually. Let's go ahead and move that in so you can see it. Or you can buy the whole set of Star Wars for $14.99. And since I'm a Cricut Access member, the version of Cricut Access I have, it makes them 50% off. So I paid like $7.50 for all of these Star Wars designs. So I know sitting back in the light, that's why I'm kind of turning this so you can see it. You really can't see that embossed film, but I used the DecoFilm Embossed, and then I also used the Specialty Materials Frosty Clear Thermoflex Plus. So as you can see, this made this shirt definitely an extremely unique design. Now if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, I'll go over how we made this. Okay, so for today's crafting for Disney, we are going to do a Star Wars file. Now, we're going to go over here to images. Now, this is an image I bought directly through Cricut Design Space. And the set of images, hold on, is regularly $14.99, or you can buy them individually for $1.99. And I have Cricut Access. So with that being said, my Cricut Access, I get on 50% off. So I'm going to use my Darth Vader helmet. Now remember, if you are using images like Star Wars, anything that's licensed, it is for personal use only. So there we go. We've got our Darth Vader helmet. Now we're going to go over here to text, and we're going to type in Vader, we're going to put on caps lock, V-A-D-E-R, W-A-S, framed, F-R-A-M-E-D. Okay, so we've got our text typed out. Now, I want to go ahead and choose right alignment, okay? There we go. Now you can choose whatever font that you want to. I am using the Cricut Sans font. Actually, I think I want to change this. I want to change this to a system font. I'm going to put this on Arial Black. That is like my favorite basic bold font. And it works great for things like this. Okay. So first thing I want to do now is shrink down my Darth Vader head. Because I want the Darth Vader head to somewhat fit closer to the text. And I'm making this for Caden. He is obsessed with Star Wars, and he is obsessed with the dark side. So, that's what it looks like. Now I want to change my Darth Vader helmet to a different color, because I'm going to cut the Darth Vader helmet in embossed, and then I'm going to cut the Vader was framed in didn't mean to do that. I'm going to cut the Vader was framed in the Frosty Clear Thermoflex Plus. So now I want to ungroup this, because I do want to play with the lettering just a little bit. Let's go ahead and weld that section together. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, one of the things I'm doing is just bringing our text closer together. And I'm just kind of eyeballing to see where I like it. That looks pretty equal. So now I'm going to select all three of those, and I'm going to go ahead and align right again. There. Now I like that. So now what I want to go ahead and do is I want to select everything. And that is a little bit too big for the front of a t-shirt. We're going to make this 10.5 inches wide. Okay. Now that is ready to cut. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to make it. Darth Vader really doesn't have to be mirrored because it's identical on either side, but I always like to go ahead and mirror just so you get used to it. Now again, with the embossed film, it does take some practice. Check your blade. Make sure you're using the right depth. I always recommend doing a test cut and then actually completing it. So we're just going to use everyday iron-on. There we go. Now if you'll give me a minute, I'll change the camera angle and show you how we're putting this together. Okie dokie. So hopefully everybody can hear me today. We had a little bit of issue with that last time. Okay, so this is the Frosty Clear. Now, one of the things I do recommend before you cut your vinyl is to take your pick and lift up a corner of your vinyl. So that way you can make sure you're cutting it on the wrong side, because this is something that you're gonna have to get used to because it is a little bit different, but it weeds just like your Thermoflex Plus. It's such an awesome material. And part of the reason why I wanted to do this is we are doing this on a black shirt. I wanted to be able to show you how easy it is to make a design that looks super special when you could easily make it just a single color design. But this is something that gives it that little extra. And especially if you're doing this for business, wanting that little bit of extra, something that stands you apart from the crowd. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and weed this. Now, the embossed film is super duper sticky. Like, the plastic part on it is super duper sticky, and it is amazing. Plus, I wanted to show you again that you can use your Cricut Easy Press with this. So, there we go. But you're probably thinking, Frosty Clear and black on black? Oh yes, it's gonna look awesome. And it'll be very Darth Vader-ish, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm really not sure. Caden's obsessed. Caden's birthday is tomorrow. He'll be 18. So, with that being said, I can go buy him a Star Wars shirt, but, you know, it's always much more fun to make it. Okie dokie. So, we've got that weeded now too. So, one of the things I want to go ahead and do is line up my design where it's going to be when we go to cut this. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty good because we're just going to play with it. This is just so I can get my center mark, because if you don't do it like this, you can't get an awesome center mark. So see, now I have my center mark. I don't have to leave the Darth Vader on there. So, grab my Steady Betty. Grab my t-shirt, which this is just a plain black Bella and Canvas t-shirt. You can use any black t-shirt that you want, or any color t-shirt that you want. So we're gonna pull it on to our Steady Betty, and this is a 15 by 24 inch Steady Betty. I bought it at the Houston Quilt Show, but you can order them online. So, have it with our sleeves and our collar off. Now we're gonna use our 15 inch, there we go, 15 inch t-shirt guide. Because it is a 15 by 24 inch Steady Betty. So now I'm just gonna line that up with the center, bringing it all the way down, because I don't want this too close to the collar. So, flip it over. And we're just gonna use that center mark, which we marked right up here at the top, sticky part out. And using the straight edge of the t-shirt guide to make sure we have a straight line. Now I'm going to take my Teflon sheet and I'm going to cover, and we're going to press this for 15 seconds at 330 degrees, which is the standard temperature for all your Thermoflex Plus. Okay. Go ahead and remove our cover. Looks good. I'm going to have to reheat right up there. Now we're going to move in our embossed piece. So, now since this requires more force, we're going to place it on here, push the Cricut button, and put some weight behind it. I am just, as you can see, you can kind of see my body, I'm leaning my weight onto this. If your table's not sturdy enough, just move to the floor. Let that cool. That is a warm peel. Let's go ahead and reheat up the top of the Frosty Clear. There we go. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot. Huh. Okay. There we go. Now, see how nice and good that looks? Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is recover again and press and hold for 15 seconds on each side, just to make sure everything is down good. There we go. And we're going to apply more pressure, more weight on to the embossed side, just to make sure it's on there good. There we go. Now, let's move that down so you can see. But look how cool that looks. Isn't that awesome? And it's something so simple as just mixing some media, and it really gives you a very unique look. Now, if you'll give me a moment to go change the camera angle, we'll go over everything we just did. hopefully you like this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below, and if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And our weekly wow sale this week is on our new puff, the Fashion Flex Puff. That's a tongue twister. There are 14 shades of it. It is typically $7 a sheet. It is on sale for $5.95 a sheet, and those are 12 by 19 inches. That sale ends on Sunday, June 14th of 2020. But I guess that's it, so we shall see y'all on Monday. Bye.